Hello, fellow Reachers, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Reicher Podcast, in which we are actually not here for this episode. This is going to be a best-of compilation.
Yeah, what a treat this must be for all of you Reicher fans at this current difficult moment, which has shook the world, the coronavirus crisis. So we just thought we'd give back to our fans and just put together a best-of compilation for you all.
And what better way to witness this, especially with how things are quite shit in the world, with guest star. He's a film director. He's been on the show technically in the past. It's only Dominick Calvitto.
Fantastic.
Do you want to let him in?
Yeah, I'll just go let him in now.
Brilliant.
You alright, Dominic, lad? How are you doing?
I'm alright. Where's the chair?
It's over here, Dominic. Do you want to come and have a sit down?
Yeah, it's just over there. That one there, look.
Oh yeah. We're just used to sitting on tree stumps.
Well, we don't have tree stumps here in the studio, I'm afraid, Dominic, but it's great to have you here. Obviously, we've made friends ever since the last sort of outing you had with us.
I'm a very peaceful guy. I like to just talk to people I like.
That's amazing. I can't wait to hear more of your thoughts, but before we do that, here is a clip from the compilation.
But yeah, anyway, James has been up to a lot.
He has.
Recycling content. That's basically what he's doing now, recycling content.
His channel is just a waste of space. And it was bad enough before, but now it's somehow worse.
I think he just needs to get a grip. Did you see that video where he slammed his brother's £400 gift?
Yeah, upon researching that Ghostbusters Proton Pack, it was actually valued at around £400, purchased, I believe, from a Walmart superstore in America, and having been shipped over to the UK, James completely slammed it for not being worth $3,000.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know the real value of $3,000.
Well, he's never done a job of work in his life.
Well, you mentioned before that he could mop up sick, which is it is a major step up for him.
You know, if he was actually good at his YouTube stuff, imagine the kind of money he could make on making videos. Not that he's probably for that, but...
The thing is, though, he's got no revenue, so if he mopped up sick, he could maybe eventually earn that proton pack in about 4 years of hard graft.
Exactly. He could be mopping up revenue by that point.
I know. Well, the thing is, everyone needs someone to mop up sick.
Especially in the cinema.
Yeah.
So not only is he working in close proximity to films, but he's also mopping up sick and doing a courtesy to the environment.
To be honest, though, I don't think he'd be a very good employee. I wouldn't hire him.
No, I can see why. I mean, just watch any of his videos.
I mean, it wouldn't last long if I had a company.
Yeah, he'd be the first to go.
Well, I wouldn't hire him. I would not make that decision of hiring him.
Well, that's why the company would be standing tall without the sick mopper.
I reckon I could get someone with much more intelligence to mop up sick.
Tell you who I'd hire, if I could.
I'd hire Gareth.
I'd hire Gareth. Gareth Archer, forklift driver and water drinker.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing as well. Why is he saying that?
According to Gareth Archer's YouTube channel, he has only just discovered the substance of water that he's actually made of to a certain percentage, a very high one at that. And now he has suddenly learned that he can actually consume this through the method of drinking.
I actually think he's going through an experimental phase where, I mean, he's drank piss. He's drank his own piss. now he's finally realising that that's probably not the best option.
I mean, he was raving over those minerals, but I don't think he was really wise to what minerals he was actually consuming. So water is a good alternative.
At the end of the day, Gareth, I'm calling you out right now. You're a weasel and you drink piss.
Classic moment there. What'd you think of that, Dominic?
I thought it was great.
Brilliant.
Well, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, so did I.
Sorry for saying this, Dominic, but you sound a bit salty, mate. You seem a bit like you're not enjoying yourself in the studio.
Well, I'm from the South, and I'm not used to this environment.
What do you mean by this environment, Dominic?
This nice environment. I prefer it to be shit. I'm used to selling horse manure everywhere I go. Not only that, but I'm used to just smelling shit in general. And not only that, but whenever someone in my family takes a dump, I like to go and smell the air in the bathroom before they flush the chain.
Right. Well, we know what kind of a man you are now, don't we?
We know not to let you near our executive bathroom.
I love it. I get high off the smell, and I sniff it all day long if I could.
And on that note, here is another clip. So if you want to just take a back seat for a moment, we're going to have to clear a little bit of room for the arrival of someone that we have teased now for a number of episodes.
Yeah, so we're going to be moving on to Anita. So, Joe, if you want to just go back into the main room.
Yes, I'm going to take a seat on that Derek Darbinson's lap, hopefully aiming for his cock.
Right, okay, then just go and find him then.
But we're going to have to clear a little bit of a runway here because obviously Anita's wheelchair takes up that much room.
Yeah, she is a disabled. That is unfortunate because she is an intelligent woman and she doesn't look it.
She really doesn't look it until you speak to her, and then you suddenly realise.
You suddenly realise that you're, well, she's superior.
She's superior, but she's also a little bit like a cyborg.
Yeah. And, well, I guess one of the main reasons that she's superior is she is a white supremacist. No, she's not. No, my producers just said that I can't say that because it's not true.
Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Florida, we have in the Reicher Podcast studio, for the first time ever on air, Anita Slobsky. Did you realise that was her last name?
I just never heard it out loud before.
I'm sure she won't mind us laughing at her surname.
Well, I mean, she doesn't have a choice.
Not really. She knows the drill and what kind of show she's on.
She definitely does.
Anyway, here she comes.
Here she comes.
Hello, guys. Here I am.
Hello! I forgot my pencil.
Joe, we're currently interviewing Anita. You can't just barge in.
I am very sorry. I will leave immediately, right after I find my pencil.
I think it's here, isn't it, Joe?
Yes, that's the one. Excuse me, matey, bitch, but I've been reading what you've been saying about us gays online, and I think you're a right bitch for saying it as well.
Oh no. Joe, who's this?
That is my assistant, Camp David.
Well, I think you might want to get him out, Joe, before he starts with Anita.
I just want to say that you're a little bitch, Anita.
Right, can we just get some security in here?
Yeah,
please?
Security?
Right, oh no, don't drag Anita off a chair. Oh, no, not Anita. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wheelchair vacant.
Oh no, what's happening? What's that?
Wheelchair
that's
vacant.
their bloody wheelchair going off.
Wheelchair vacant.
Oh yeah, well that's obviously no good.
Wheelchair vacant.
Well, at least there's an empty studio
Wheelchair
now.
vacant. Wheelchair vacant.
So I guess,
Wheelchair vacant.
I guess with the fact that security have now
Wheelchair
gotten hold
vacant.
of the gays and the gays have gotten hold of Anita and
Wheelchair
we're just
vacant.
stuck now with a massive chair in the room.
Wheelchair vacant.
Shall we do
Wheelchair
the last
vacant.
two Halloween costumes?
Wheelchair
I
vacant.
just security.
Wheelchair
Can you
vacant.
just get rid of the chair as well?
Wheelchair
Just
vacant.
just take it out, mate.
Wheelchair vacant.
Right, now that's that gone.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah, what a fucking racket. Thoughts on that, Joe?
Oh, la-di-da.
Right.
Well, I think the best way we can wrap up this.
Hold on a second, didn't that? What's that gang of undesirables doing out there in the limousine, Joe?
Oh wait, yeah. I was going to say we should do a Q&A, but look at those neo-Nazis near your. Hang on, they're scratching homophobic references to your pink limo, Joe.
Oh, no! I will have to take care of them immediately.
Well, I think you should,
Here
Joe.
he goes. He's running out the door now. Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Look at what that neo-Nazi scratched on the boot of his car. It says faggot.
I'm more concerned about the way he just sprung up and went out. He's got legs like Mo Farah, that one,
I know.
in that pink suit.
Yeah. I mean, we'd love to obviously share a photo of that for the listeners, but he's gone.
And it wouldn't have passed the parental control thing because his pants were way too tight and the crotch area was bulging.
There you
I'm
go.
sorry to say.
Not
Yeah.
that we were looking.
No, we got it on CCTV.
But anyway.
Anyway,
It looks as though he's got in his limo, but he's letting the neo-Nazis in the limo.
what's that one doing at the back of the car? Is he? Fucking hell! He's got a chainsaw. Jesus Christ!
Oh no!
Jesus!
Oh God! Oh
fuck it! Let's shut the blinds.
yeah!
Fuck's
I
sake.
don't want to see this.
Oh,
That's just ruined our guest
that was
spot.
like watching a snuff movie or something.
It's a good job we've got Rossi Boy here, because otherwise we wouldn't have a proper guest.
Well, yeah, we're running short on gays. I don't even want to talk about anything this film has to do anymore. Shall we go to the weather with Gareth?
Fuck's sake. And so now a new feature on the podcast, we're going to go into the weather with Gareth. Gareth Archer, will you please take it away?
Hello, Hello! Yes, the weather with Gareth Archer. That is me, of course. Just a quick plug for the channel. Plonker88 on YouTube. That's right, that is me. Check that out on YouTube. Anyway, the weather in Bavaria. It looks like we are very windy up in the north towards Wurzburg, and Nuremberg has got that slight bit of cloud there as well, and to compensate the windy weather further up in the north. And then further down we've got obviously Munich. If you are in the Munich area, you are shit out of luck, as they say, because it is fucking torrential rain, pretty much, and you're pretty fucked. If you want say a nice picnic, you would be shit out of luck, I'm afraid. The reason for this weather is because there is a very strong wind coming from Austria, an Austrian wind, if you like, and that is coming all the way from Austria. And from Austria, it came from Slovakia, and from Slovakia, it actually came from the Ukraine, and from the Ukraine, it actually came from Siberia. And prior to Siberia, I don't really know where it came from. I don't really know the origin of that particular wind that is affecting Munich eventually. But there you go. There you have it, the weather. It's also very sunny in Albania at the moment, but that doesn't matter because we're not in Albania. Anyway, that was the weather.
Thank you, Gareth, for that wonderful take on the weather over in Germany.
He's such an amazing weatherman, isn't he?
Exactly. He really knows what he's talking about, and he's always so thorough.
The old clips are really a real treat.
Brings back some great memories.
It sure does. So, Dominic, what have you been up to in your absence?
Well, I bought some, like you do, I bought some cat sick on eBay.
Sorry, what?
Cat sick. Yeah, it's, don't you have that here? Like, isn't that not a thing? Cat sick?
Well, it is when a cat is sick, but other than that, no.
Oh, we buy it by the bulk.
Right.
Yeah, we buy it. Yeah, it's great. It's great for like meals, and it's a real adds a lot to your taste, when you're having meals.
Right. So you just kind of throw it in with the meals.
Yeah, like meatballs and capsic, noodle soup and capsic, all that kind of stuff. It's great.
Right.
What was the last meal that you had which contained catsup?
Yeah, probably like, what I like to do is I like to throw in like my own sort of take on stuff. So what I did was, have you ever had Cheerios from the toilet bowl?
No.
Right. Well, damn, you're weird here. You don't do that. We all do it in the down south. We actually pour it in the toilet bowl, get a big ladle, and it's especially good if you've got some crusty piss around there, because you can just sort of take that off and put it in. It's a good appetizer as well if you're just chewing on it all day long and eating Cheerios, and then you just get a nice bit of piss in there. But anyway, you just throw it in a little capsic. Doesn't have to be much, just a little bag, and it tastes fucking divine. Fucking divine.
How much would you say you spent on the catsup?
I've gone bankrupt for it, I'll be honest. That's why you don't see many films from me anymore, except running the way from the unknown thing. I think it's called that. But it's basically because my wife, she loves it. She loves catsup. She's an addict, actually, for catsup, and I've bought loads of it. And it's like, now it's like, we just fucking get high off that shit. Love it.
Right.
Another clip?
Yeah, that's depressed me, that idea, actually.
Let's cheer you up with another clip.
Yeah.
It's great to have you here, Ross. Just before we continue with the show, I've got a contract here. It's got your name on it just at the bottom. And this is basically a lawful requirement to sign this in order to be on our show. Could you just please put your signature on the bottom dotted line, if that's okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Whereabouts do you want me to sign it?
It's just, like I showed you, I'm just pointing at it right now. It's at the bottom. It's on the dotted line. And if you can just put your signature on there, we've got a pen here. You can use that.
I don't want you to write on your finger.
You don't need to worry about that, Ross. You're not writing on my finger, okay? I'm just pointing at where you need to write, okay?
Is there, look, right where he's pointing to, not actually on the finger. If you just write where he's pointing to, you'll be fine.
Exactly. So, there's a pen there. He's got the pen for you, okay?
I usually just stamp it with a stamper.
Oh, well, if you've got that with you, have you got that with you?
No.
Oh, it doesn't matter, Ross. I found one here, look, that you can just stamp it with.
Oh, thank you.
Right, well, thanks for that, Ross. I'll put that with the others. So it's great to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
It really is. I may be able to provide more of an insight into Ashley's state of mind, actually, because I had a chat with him on the phone earlier this week, and lo and behold, I managed to capture some of the recordings. So I'll just play a bit of that for you now.
Fantastic. Let's get that lined up on the tape deck. So this is a personal phone call between you and Ashley McGee. Let's play it.
And would it be safe to say, Ashley, that you feel a bit threatened by James's actions?
James is a stupid puff. And he's fucking retarded.
So I hope you understand. I mean, we'll put subtitles for all of you people that are normal, because I had issues understanding him on that phone call, but I think it was clear the point that he was trying to make.
Doesn't he have some kind of interpreter or something like that?
I don't think he can afford anything like that. He's on benefits.
Right. Well, there you go. I mean, it's good to get sort of an inside contact with some of these people, not only for quotes like that really shine on topics such as this, which is quite controversial, but it's also very expressive, which I can appreciate.
Yeah. I mean, here's a retarded man making other retarded men feel unloved and unwanted in the world, because he's so self-righteous that he doesn't care about his friends. He just wants to use them as a sort of target practice to fire Ghostbusters shite at.
Which is hideous.
It really is.
Pratt's sat on the sofa.
Yeah.
And I guess they're commentating on the feature we're about to watch, but we can't hear them.
And you know you've fucked up with your friend circle when Eugene is the best looking guy in the room. And it looks like he's wearing eyeshadow in that, so that is really saying something.
Yeah.
Dominic looks like he's being bruised around the cheek area. That woman next to him is clearly his mum. I don't care what anyone says. And then you've got a little goblin.
A little goblin woman.
A little goblin woman that looks like something from Silence of the Lambs, so...
Yeah. Okay, so you two finished in here now?
Yeah, I think we just about covered everything here.
Okay, fantastic. So, Derek, you know the way out, and Lance, I suppose, we'll see you later on after the show is over.
Yes, you will see me later on.
I'm actually quite late, actually. I've got to get a train at 3:15.
Oh, well, you'd better get your skates on, Derek. It's not an easy one out there. It's quite busy today.
Oh, shit. Oh. Quick, run. Get the briefcase. Oh.
All right, see you later, Derek. It's always good to have something reconfirmed by a professional.
Exactly. Derek is an outstanding lawyer, and it's just great to finally learn something new, especially when you think you know something about a topic, but you honestly don't.
Well, what just drives my patience is where idiots just make up laws.
Exactly. Like, research. Read a book.
Yeah.
The man had pages of books with him.
Anyone can make up a law.
Exactly.
There should be a law on that stupid movie.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, we've called it out. It's out there for criticism. You can criticize our podcast. We don't give a shit, you know.
No, I personally love criticism.
Exactly. I think criticism is phenomenal because you shouldn't like everything.
Yeah, I completely agree, though. I prefer criticism.
Exactly. I really like criticism.
I love it. I can't get enough. Sometimes I like too much criticism.
I just like going home at night, sort of 8 p.m. evening time. I'll run a bath of criticism and just thrive in it.
I love just swimming in it.
Yeah.
Just open oceans of criticism. Just swimming in it. Criticism. Another classic moment there.
Ah, another amazing moment right there. What do you think of that one, Dominic?
I thought it was a bit good.
Brilliant.
I'd say it was a bit better than a bit good, Dominic. It was hilarious.
Well, I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, I'm used to like Texas humor. Kind of like, you know, the kind of humor like when your grand's cooking on the barbecue and she falls over.
Right, I see. That's your comedy taste, is it?
Yeah, hell yeah. Heck yeah.
Brilliant. Well, as you'll know, obviously, from our sort of controversial episode 5, you weren't very happy with what we said, and of which we've made up for that since, haven't we?
Absolutely, yeah.
Brilliant. Well, now that we've obviously got like vocal record of that on the show, I was just wondering really what your thoughts are now on the movie that you made with Eugene.
Yeah, well, originally I did say that the things you said about it was slander, but actually looking back, it's not slander if you're gay.
No, just repeat that again for me. Sorry, Dominic.
Yes, I can. I said it's not slander if you're gay.
What? Sorry, I'm a bit confused, Dominic. It's not slander if you're gay, or not slander if we're gay.
If I'm gay.
So to clarify what you're saying is, just repeat it again.
It's not slander if you're gay, meaning it's not slander if me myself I'm gay.
Right, and what brought you to that revelation?
Well, actually, no, talk about this, but on the set of my good film, Running Away from the Unknown, there's a scene in the bed where I was laying on the bed, and Eugene was shaking the bed. And actually what happened was he got on top of me, big bear of a man, and I thought, wow, that's awesome. And he started like riding me, and I was like, yeah, cowboy, that's fucking amazing in the direction. And his flab was like covering my full body, and I just like pinning me down, and I thought it was great. So I got an erection of that. It's a bit like when you're riding a horse, I guess. And I'm the horse, and he's the big beefy man.
Right, I didn't realize you were into that.
Yeah, I didn't know he was gay, Dominic. I don't have anything against that, but I thought everyone in the South was racist and homophobic and just overall.
I thought you guys sort of burned gays on a cross.
Well, you don't know if you don't try it.
Life lesson and wise words.
Although I personally wouldn't want to try it. It's a bit weird that you wanted him to mount you while you was on the bed there.
Well, 3 cracked ribs was worth it.
Okay. I personally don't think that would be worth it, but
Each to their own, as they say.
What are you dickheads trying to say?
Well, we're just trying to say that we don't personally feel it's really appropriate to have relations with someone on a film set like that.
You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. I've had enough. I have come here and I've shat my pants. And I've liked it. I've felt down there. It's a bit squelchy. And I love it. And I keep pulling my hand out and sniffing it. It's a little shit. But I'm not staying here and be ridiculed by you fuckwits. I am an ambassador of the gay community. And I will not be treated like shit. I love shit, but I won't be treated like it. I love it, but I won't be treated like it. I'm gay.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, Dominic. We certainly weren't out to offend you.
Well, fuck you. You've offended me, all right? You little shit. Now I'm gonna go and sniff some horse crap. Good day, sirs. Oh, by the way, if you would like to,
no, we're not interested in any sexual relations with you, Dominic. We're very straight, and you're clearly as bent as a bricklayer in a tutu, I guess.
I think it's best for everyone if you leave now, Dominic.
Okay, goodbye. By the way, I do, charge for blowjobs. They're £3 in your currency.
I'm afraid it's a no to that, Dominic.
Yeah, I was going to say we only accept euros in Germany, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Dominic is now exiting the room, everyone.
Well, that was a bit awkward.
It certainly was. Let's play another clip.
On to Mole Woman. Now, we do feature Mole Woman every month, but a fan emailed something in, and it is both grotesque and hilarious, so we're going to share that with you.
I've got the email up here. This is emailed in from Dwayne French Lips, which it's an unusual surname, but Dwayne writes in here and says, "Hello, Reicher Podcast. My name is Dwayne, and I am 62 years old. Brackets. I must be your oldest listener. You probably are, Dwayne, but we respect you either way."
Yeah, definitely.
But he goes on to say, and he's got 1 or 2 screenshots here. I'll put one of those on screen here, so then all you reachers out there can refer what he is actually referencing. But he goes on to say he found a deluxe hovercraft on clearance, which I assume is a joke.
Well,
obviously, the image on screen now is quite horrifying. If you want to give your description of it.
I mean, it just looks like someone's purchased a pair of size XXXX, basically the biggest pair of pants in the worst possible colour. And it just seems like they've inflated it, just like pumped it with air. But it's not air, it is hair skin. So her skin and her flesh and her legs fill out the world's biggest pair of pants. It's unbelievable.
That is unbelievable. I mean, that looks like buffalo
2 tree
legs.
trunks.
2 tree trunks is a better comparison, but it looks like something that you'd find as wild bison.
I just don't understand where the bones are in there. I mean, where's the feet?
That's just
How does
it.
blood get to the feet in order to walk?
I mean, that must trudge around like some sort of unstoppable mech machine.
She is quite tall as well. We've discovered that she is quite a force of nature.
Exactly. It's honestly quite a a strange step
A
in
threat.
evolution. It's a threat for sure. If I had that trudging down the corridors in Reicher Studios, I think we'd all be fucked.
Well, I'd hang myself before it got to me.
Exactly. I mean, I don't even think we'd have time for that. It'd just trudge right through the wall like the bloody juggernaut.
Well, like one of them Ents from Lord of the Rings. It is like one of them.
Exactly. I mean, it's tall enough.
Put a comparison on the screen now.
Yeah, we'll throw some colourful characters on screen. Compare it.
But yeah, just the choice of colour as well. I mean, she had the option to be discreet about the size of her legs, but no, she bought the brightest pair of trousers possible, and now she's a meme.
Well, that's
So-
just it. I mean, people say that the colour black is quite slimming in terms of clothing, but orange.
Yeah, but
Bright
if she wore
orange.
it, it'd just literally be like a black hole.
Well, there you go. Maybe that's the reason why she doesn't wear black clothing.
Unbelievable.
We
Well,
also
she's-
discovered she's good at archery.
Yeah, which is weird. I don't know how her sausage fingers get around the bow and arrow.
Or how the eyes see the target.
Well, I've discovered she's in the pipeline for a new series, Blind Date, next month. So brilliant.
Perfect. And will we be debuting that on the podcast?
Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to speak with Clock Reacher German before.
Just to see if we can get the go-ahead.
But yeah, that is a monstrosity. And honestly, it's a disgusting force of nature, and it needs to be stopped. So if you know where she lives, please stop her. But I mean, if there is any hitman out there, I mean, I think we reached out last week.
I mean,
You know-
it seems like every week now we are reaching out for hitmen.
Yeah,
But
Yeah. they shouldn't be walking around. They're a threat.
it seems like we're finding more and more astonishing beings.
It really does. I mean, a tree trunk like woman, just limbs are just the thickest form of tree trunk you can find, and it's disgusting.
So email in if you're a hitman, and we'll come to some kind of arrangement in terms of a
But
cash
then-
payment.
But then she's blind, so did she even know what colour she was getting? I mean, she is blind, so I reckon her mate who's in that same picture was playing a prank on her.
Maybe she bought them for her, and she still doesn't realise what colour they are.
Maybe she said to her mate, "Well, what kind of colour would you get me? I want black." And then her mate, and then her mate got her the brightest, most awful colour of her. So there you go.
Yeah, and Cook's still unconscious on the floor, whatever that means.
Oh,
So
Anyway.
yeah, that's our mole woman discussion. Thank you again, Dwayne, for emailing in those photos. That's much appreciated.
but what got me is George Mahone. I mean, what is he?
I mean, can we have him explain his costume?
Yeah, Norris, just bring him right. He's coming over now. Right, here he is.
Wasn't his name originally Pancake Taster?
No idea. Oh, is that what he's come as, actually? Oh, we can ask him now, actually. He's right here.
Hello, I have a big surprise for you.
Have you come as a pancake, George?
Yes, but look at what else I have come as.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's... Wow, brilliant.
I mean, I didn't realise you would actually make a costume that could turn inside out, George.
Yes,
Did you sew this yourself?
yes.
Then why is there a massive Sainsbury's sticker on the costume?
Right, oh yes, I like to shop there.
I thought you worked there.
Yes.
Right, thank you, George. And I guess the last costume we've got for this portion of the podcast is the manager of Sainsbury's, and that is John Brick, who has come as a brick. So That's the second half of the costumes. We now move into a special question and answer segment with fellow homosexual man, Mr. Joe Worthington.
So yeah, that was our, I guess, another controversial podcast. It didn't really intend to go that way, but Dominick's made it that way because, yeah, he's stormed off in a strop. So
he's always got some controversial opinions about him, I suppose, but I didn't really expect it to go that far.
No. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed the podcast today. It's been a bit of a different one. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed and take care.
Have a good one.
See you later.
It'll be lonely this Christmas without Eugene.